All right, man. We live, man. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, that was my shit.
I saw y'all hear the video though, right?
No, I don't hear nothing.
Say no?
No.
You say no, you don't hear it?
No.
Okay, let me reload. My bad. Maybe I
What's
didn't.
up, folks? You tuning in? We queuing up this video from the Chadwick incident that happened yesterday.
Yeah, you can go ahead and give them the disclaimer, man, since we got in front of it.
Listen, what you're about to see is very graphic material. It's violence, and you know, we just want to let you know that we don't support this in any way, but you know, this is what we do. So we're gonna bring it to you live, and sometimes it's gonna be raw heard and it's gonna be raw seen. Don load it up, and whenever Don ready, we're gonna get into it.
Hey, just let me know if y'all hearing the audio from it though. Y'all should be hearing it though.
Yeah. See, he said
No, he said he tossed it down there to the left. He's talking about the gun that got
shots fired. Shots fired. Where is it? Where is it? I don't know. I'm looking for the gun. He's up there.
There's no way the gun would be all the way down there.
Dog, this is what he said.
I know, but I'm saying that just no, it's not possible.
Where? Yeah, where's the? Hey. Me canvas. Where? Where? Down this way?
He talking about a whole another incident right there.
He threw it.
These motherfuckers are all over the place.
Yeah, it's impossible for it to be.
You good? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Is anybody outstanding?
One this way. But I gotta find it.
Damn right, you gotta find it. You gotta find that. That's your ass.
Hey, I got it. He's got a do-rag on his head.
Yeah, see, he talking about a whole different dude and a whole different guy.
Black male, do-rag on his head, 5'4", 100 pounds, wearing a black shirt. I got it right here.
Do we think he has a gun?
I don't know. This is the one that he's holding.
No, I'm good.
That's a different dude, man.
It's a different.
No, he said you think he's got a gun. Go ahead. Let it keep going. Or to whatever you finish.
Yeah, he's talking about a different guy, man.
That's what I'm saying. Is a different.
We're not talking about a guy that got shot, bro.
No.
He's gonna be a black
man. The guy that got shot, his gun is up there, and they're dealing with him.
And they're looking for this other dude.
Second Street. Hey, we're gonna have a weapon recovery, but it's a possibility that he might be armed as well.
I'm about to get out of this, man.
You good?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but like I said,
real quick, man. What it do?
Yo, live from the pit that still we don't give a shit about certain things, but certain things nowadays in 2020 we got to give a shit about, but we still live from the pit that don't give a shit. What's up, fam?
And it's Fuck Your Opinion, the podcast.
With your man Toucan Dan.
I'm Dawn Gotti Nash.
And it's your man Step Lova.
And we right here, man. Thank you for joining us once again. Fuck Your Opinion, fam. The crew's back. You know what I mean? Everybody who missed us on Taco Tuesday, didn't tune in. You should have tuned in. We had some great conversations with our man Mike G. what you just witnessed was a homicide that occurred in Southeast Washington, D.C. yesterday afternoon, in which a young man was shot by the police during what seemed to be him evading the police. And it was a big discussion going on about whether or not he was shot for, as we was, I guess you would say a correct probable cause was linked to his death. I don't know if anybody watched, but this morning, the mayor, because of protests that was outside of her house, and Chief Newsom, the DC chief of police, there were people who protested outside of her home and his home, and basically called for him to lose his job. But the DC police provided evidence that they said a Herculean rate with this video, in which the body camera shows the gentleman being shot. Now, me and my two illustrious co-hosts were having a conversation beforehand. With Don was slowing it down frame by frame, and it was basically showing the point where the officer said he had drew his weapon. The young man had drew a weapon or had a weapon on him when he shot him. I feel like I've seen it. I've seen it in slow motion. It did look like he had something. But at the same time, the human eye is not fast in the camera. It seemed like it caught something, but to me, I felt like the shooting wasn't necessary. But if you do have a gun, and in this young man's case, I don't even know if the weapon was the first weapon that the officer was standing by. We don't know whether or not that was the gun that was being held by the young man, Deon Kay. In the briefing the police chief gave this morning, he said that there was a weapon found during the shooting and that the young man, Deon Kay, had possession of it. We don't know for sure if that's the weapon, because looking at this camera footage, it seems like that would be an impossible toss. Them to pull a gun out and throw it damn near 100 yards while being shot in the chest at the same time. It's tragedy. His family, I'm sorry, his mother and his family and all people in the community have to go through these things. But, it was a weapon recovered. The story is that the police had been watching or seeing some kind of Instagram post with him and other young men brandishing weapons in the Instagram post. And since they knew who the young man was because of their dealings in the past, they knew where to go look for this guy. And they walked up to a group of young men standing by some cars. Everybody broke out running, and you see what ensued. It's a lot of violence that go on in our neighborhoods that's perpetrated against young black men and perpetrated by young black men. So this was kind of a toss-up to me. I still feel like I haven't seen enough to make the shooting justified, but hey, I'm sure they're going to use this as some man to show there was a justified reason for that young man to lose his life. Any fellas, y'all got any interjections on that?
Yeah, I would need to see. I don't know what's actually going on in the video, so I'm kind of like just catching it at the point of where they actually shot the gentleman. So I don't know, like, what's the, I didn't even know he had a weapon. Like when I first seen the video, I didn't even know it was a weapon until I was able to, I was looking at the video and slowing it down. I was like, oh, that because somebody had said something about that. And let me check this out, and I did see something, but at the end of the day, I don't have enough information to know, what. I don't even know what was the incident. I don't know what else was going on. I don't know what else was revolving around the incident.
Well, what the video shows is basically from, the officer's body cam who shot the shot. And from what we saw, we did the video before we did the show. Now, in the past couple months, in the past, year and a half, 2 years, what's been going on in America has been black males, brown males, Latino males, etc., white males, everybody. But of course, the Black Lives Matters thing stems from cops shooting unarmed men. Now, you can argue and you can say a lot of things to say that nobody deserves to get shot. However, when you slow the video down, we did it a couple times. There's nothing, no way possible you can sit up here and tell me you don't see a gun the young man is tossing out of his hand. Now, if you are running from the cops and you're running with a gun in your hand and you're running towards a cop, whether the cop stepped in front or, we don't know how this all happened.
Well, initially they said he was shot in the back. That was an actual police report that he was running away from the police and that he was shot. What initial reports was that he was shot in the back while fleeing from the police.
Well, anywhere it go, if he was shot in the back, Dan, if he was shot in the front, okay, I don't want to say that it's probable cause, but when you're running at a police, when you're running from a police and then a cop is in front of you, hey, man, what are you supposed to do as a police? You listen, this is the thing. We all wake up out of our bed every morning and we go to work. You never know when you're gonna come back home. So a lot of time these cops are getting really bad raps, and I'm not taking the cop side. I'm just saying, as a black man, if a young black man, a young Spanish man, a young white man is watching this video, if you are running from the police and you're running towards a cop with a gun, there's a 99.9% chance you're going to get shot. Now, it's a tragedy the young brother got shot, man. What
about Kyle Rittenhouse? He ran toward police with a fucking assault rifle.
This ain't got nothing to do with no Kyle Rittenhouse.
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is that, listen, what I'm saying is he ran toward the police.
We're not bringing it
with an assault rifle.
He was not out. Kyle Rittenhouse wasn't out there doing a crime in the first place.
Neither was this dude.
Neither was this dude. What are you talking about? This dude and his people were running from the police.
What I'm saying is the guy Kyle Rittenhouse was armed, still running toward the police. They didn't know if he was.
He was running to the police after he had shot the people. What are you talking about?
Right. So this what I'm saying is Deon Kay didn't shoot anybody. He wasn't a suspect in any shooting. No one said he was shooting at any time. I'm just saying that
we don't know what was.
I don't have the information, but see, even before when I heard the situation, I didn't know I didn't know he had a weapon.
Exactly. So when you find out that the brother had a weapon and you're running from the police and then you're running in front of the police, that right there just tosses a lot of stuff out the window.
I said, I mean, for what I
have a gun in the city of DC, not the city, the capital. You can't have a gun in DC, point blank, period. So I don't
listen. It was one young gentleman. The other gentleman was caught, and he got a ticket. This is what he got. He got a ticket for having an unregistered weapon. That was another black man who was caught along with Deon Kay. Whenever this crime was being committed, he received a citation for having a gun without a permit. But this kid was shot and killed, and which was first described as his back. But as we see, the cop basically chased him, cut in front of him, and as we see, he's apparently throwing the gun. He's throwing it.
We don't know if the cop cut in front of him. We don't know.
We don't know.
I'm about to do. I'm not about to be a judge and the jury on this right here.
Based on what you just saw with your eyes, when him chasing him, did he not actually get in front of him during a foot pursuit? No, he was being chased.
I don't know how that camera put him right there. What?
It was his chest camera. It was the body camera from the officer. So when you see the front of him,
I don't know if he cut him off, if he was already running in that direction where they
were chasing. So I don't know. See, what I want to know is what transpired before they was chasing him. So I don't know.
Well, see, listen, that's what they done. What the police said in their findings is that they were watching a Instagram post with him and other young gentlemen that were brandishing firearms in the Instagram post. That's what they're saying. They said that led them to travel to that area in which he was known to be at, because the cops somehow, certain police officers knew who he was because he was. They said he was a gang affiliate. This is from what the police chief himself said. This is not anything I'm making up. This is not no social media bullshit. This is what the police chief said. So
we still on live because my stuff just kicked me off the page.
Really?
Kicked you
off the page, the Facebook. I was sharing my shit. It just basically put me off.
Off the page?
Let me see something. Let me go back live. All right, I'm gonna share it again. I was sharing it, and I don't know what the hell.
Maybe it came up.
Yeah, we still. It said we still.
Yeah, I got us live in this joint. Yeah.
But like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? This, like I said, that this is all from the police chief. They first said that the young man was shot in the from fleeing from the police, and he brandished the weapon at the officer, in which the officer was for return fire, is what they actually said, with one shot striking Deon Kay. As we see, he was running, and if he was attempting to throw his the gun he had on him, as soon as it was shown, he was shot. So I don't know how, whatever part it went out of camera angle, you know, like I said, from that angle, it still looks shady to me. You know,
I mean, like I said, when I first heard, I didn't think he had a weapon. Now, him having a weapon, that changed.
There ain't nothing shady about that. Ain't nothing shady about that.
Like, to me, him having a weapon changes.
Bro. Ain't nothing shady about that. What's shady about it?
Like I just said, the whole situation, soon as he see, they made it seem like he brandished the weapon. This is, listen, from the police to say, okay, we shot a gentleman who had a gun and actually brandished it and aimed it at the police. That's what they're saying. They said that they chased him. He took off, aimed the gun at the police. They basically returned fire from him posing a threat.
So what happened? What's shady about that? That's my thing.
But the video that they showed never showed any of the things that they described.
No,
the police
we only saw when he threw the gun and when he got shot.
Steph, listen to me. This
and
morning.
That's why me and Don are both saying there's not enough stuff in the video to really for us to.
But what I'm saying, Steph, is compared to what the police told the citizens of DC this morning on the news. The story that they give is different than what we've seen in this video clip. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said the shit looked shady, because they made it seem like he was an imminent threat and the guy had to shoot him. And I mean, shoot because he was being threatened.
Once again, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you are somewhere on Instagram, or if you're at home, or wherever the fuck you may be at, and you're showing weapons on the internet, and somebody gets a hold of it, and then the cops find out where you're at, okay? You're a grown man. I don't know how old this young man was.
He's like 18.
Go out to his family. But listen, I'm going to tell you this. I'll tell Don this. I'll tell my son this. I'll look in the mirror and tell my damn self this. If I'm out there, the cops run up on me with a gun, and I start running with the gun in my hand, and I run and cross paths with a police officer, if I point the gun and I'm running, I'm going to get shot. And if I get shot, one thing I'm not going to do is be asking myself, why did I get shot? Too many times. Now, I don't think this falls into place in one of these situations where it happened with Blake, where he was unarmed. I don't know. We don't know the whole story. I'm just saying, if you run from the police and you're crossing paths with a police head on, and you have a gun in your hand, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get shot. So, I mean.
Right, and I like I said, I do understand that. But what I'm saying to you is, and from the angle in which we just seen it, from that police officer's body cam, he basically joined a foot chase, and he got in front of the young man, and either way he went.
We don't know if he got in front of him or not. We don't know.
Hey Don, could you replay the video? It shows him. There's no other way he can shoot him in the chest other than running in front of him.
What if he pulled up in a damn car from another direction and ran up on him? First, what do you say?
Listen.
See, that's where I'm saying I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't have.
Listen, the cop is flash. He can just run.
What I'm saying is,
you turn and pull up on him.
No, what I'm saying is he pulled in from another angle while the police were chasing the young man. He pursued him as well. Once he cut him off, he basically turned and opened fire on the kid.
So That's my thing. Who's to say that he cut him off? Maybe he ran
It
head
shows,
over.
Don. It shows in the video. Don, can you show the beginning of the clip? It shows in the video him running and getting him actually in front of the young man. He didn't come around.
Here we go. It's about to kick in now.
Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
He turned around. He turned. He basically. See, and then he yelled. The other officer yelled. He tossed the gun down there.
Yeah.
They were chasing. He actually ran. They were running.
Terrible situation. Terrible tragedy.
Don't move!
Can't, you know, like I said, man, the cop could have probably did something different. The young man could have did something different. I mean, I don't know. You know, it's just horrible.
But listen, Steph. That's why I said from listening this morning to the police chief Newsom and the mayor and looking at this footage, it's something. It's not adding up correctly. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. In that situation, it looked like he just basically caught up with him and he turned and popped it. I mean, that's what it seems. It doesn't.
Well,
It wasn't like stop, freeze.
Unfortunately, if that's what it looked like, then, and you know, when you run up, okay, for instance, let's say you're the cop and you do that and you take the same angle he did and the same approach. You run up on a man, no matter what color he is, and that man has got a firearm in his hand. What the hell are you going to do?
If my first instinct, training is supposed to tell him to stop.
So you
and put the gun down.
In that moment right there, you're going to yell and say stop. When he
listen, he yelled stop before he shot. Listen, the training is you tell him to stop and put the gun down. You don't yell stop, turn, bow, and then be like, where's the gun? That's two different things. And you know, I mean, like I said, in America, it's no such thing as stop and get a chance. I mean, I can understand. Listen, I can understand if they showed him aiming at the police officer.
Well, they said originally that he aimed the gun at a cop.
Right, and what I'm saying is that if you
all gloves are off.
Right, but at that moment when you see him being shot, you don't see him aiming at anybody.
Well, I mean, the police body cam didn't show that.
So I mean, that's all I'm saying. And that's my point of the situation is what it was, that it looked shady. Now, I do understand what you mean by as a black man. As a black man right now in America, if you take a chance running with a firearm, with a gun, or in the presence of firearms or whatever, because it was a gun recovered. Okay, that was also in the video as well. You are taking a chance with your life. It's sorry that this young man had to lose his life.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
But, you know, what I'm saying is different actions could have been taken. It looked like it was a jump the gun situation. And, you know, and everybody going to say it was a white cop. And, you know, because we'd always make it, there was a white cop that killed him. But actually, the officer was named Alexander Alvarez. So it was, you know, it was a police officer. And I also want to make it clear, we're not going to make this about another white cop killed a black guy.
Yeah, because listen, let's be honest. If it was a black cop, and he'd have did the same thing.
You don't know. I mean, listen.
Come on, man. Listen. Nowadays, Dan, come on, man. It's a war out. There's a war going on out here, man. Cops are just as scared as everybody else. I'm not defending what the cop did. All I'm saying is that if anybody, any color, now we've seen some crazy videos where the white folks, you know, mess with the police, run up on the police, grab shit, do shit. But now in these time and days, listen, man, there's a lot of people that are getting killed by cops by having a gun.
They need to put out some body, like I said in our previous conversations, they need to put out some body cam footage of some white boys pulling guns on cops and being shot, because it's not servicing. I don't know if they said the Democrats or whoever pushing that agenda, but it ain't serving.
But it's a whole bunch. Like I said, there's more killings in America.
Listen,
there's more killings in America from cops killing white folks than it is of anybody.
But it's because they are a majority. Step, of course, it's gonna be more white kids. Listen, more white kids graduate from college. We got more white people have better jobs. You got more white folks that do a lot of things. What can you name in America that more white folks do than black folks?
Dan, check this out, bro. Just because somebody is a majority or there's more of them does not mean that it's okay or it should be overlooked. That's all I'm saying.
But the circumstances, I understand what you're saying, but for people to keep saying, listen, so you're saying the police don't need to shoot anybody?
Nobody.
That's what nobody.
No fucking body. Nobody.
So
unless you're armed and you doing some wild shit. If you armed and doing some wild shit, bro, hey,
that's what I'm saying, man. You have instances where it's been shown that white dudes doing wild shit with guns aren't shot.
But you know what we're not seeing is the videos of the ones that are getting shot. That's
why? Who's not? Why aren't their families coming forward and saying anything?
I don't know. I'm not the motherfucking people that's out here finding these families to ask them questions. All I know is statistically numbers say that more white males have been killed by police than anybody in America. That's all I'm saying.
And like I said, that it's going to be not number for more white people for everything because there's more white people in America.
That doesn't make no sense.
It does, man. It does.
So real quick, because more white people are on this planet, in America,
right?
It justifies that more white people get shot by the police.
The numbers is not justification. Numbers are what you're talking. If you say more than another group, that is speaking in terms of numbers.
Look here, I don't got nothing to do with all that number shit. You know what it is.
I was just saying a statement.
Democrats do this, and they said, this has been something that's been said, that's been happening. Democrats push the Black Lives Matter thing. They listen. Don't nobody deserve to be shot and killed by the police unarmed, man. I don't give a fuck what color you are.
It was a black woman that started.
As Americans, we have to understand and realize that everybody's being shot and killed by the police, not just blacks. Everybody. That's what it is.
That's just a broad statement. That's
no damn broad statement. That's real. That's real talk.
That's a real broad. Hey. Like I said, until they show the footage of all these white shootings by police officers, until they show unjustified shooting of white police.
Let me get this right. You think that the numbers that they have are mysterious and just what is it, like some type of
because a lot of them could be based on people actually perpetrating crimes. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when you say that statement,
some of the shootings are them doing crimes. Nobody said that it's not. We're not gonna sit up.
But that's why I said it was just a broad.
Getting shot.
That's what I'm saying. It can be judged as a broad statement. That's all I'm saying. If you say that it's a broad statement, it's saying I got cut too. It's really a broad statement. So hey, at the end of the day, sorry this kid Deon Kay lost his life. Mario Bowser, the DC Police Department, it is what it is. I'm sure his family's going, they gave out their condolences and everything. But honestly, this message goes to young black men. You know that you got a way less of a % of chance of living, especially if you get caught anywhere in the wrong by any police officer. So, take heed. If you ain't watching this,
a gun in your hand. Especially
if you're a young black man with a gun in your hand, then you are definitely going to have a circumstance. You're most definitely going to have a circumstance dealing with a police officer or any law enforcement where you shot.
Right.
And that's evident. So I don't the numbers and all that shit. It shows. You're black, you got a gun, you're done.
Listen, and just to clear this up, because just not black people watch us, okay? Let's get this shit cleaned up real quick. If you're watching and you're a young Latino man and you're running with a gun in your motherfucking hand, you're gonna get shot. If you a young white man and you around where we from and you living in the same,
stop. That it just happened.
Come on, man.
I said it just happened with a white man with a gun, man.
You can't keep saying that, bro. And it ain't it ain't. You just had it. You said don't talk about it, but you just showed a white kid with a gun running into the police, and nothing happened. They gave him a bottle of water and told him go home.
Hey, listen, that I said where we're from. I didn't say where the fuck they from. I said where we're from. Okay. Where I'm from, you better not run nowhere down the goddamn street with no gun in your hand. Talking about, nothing.
Yeah, hey, DC, whatever. If you
DC,
and like I said, man,
County, Maryland,
just
don't do that shit.
stay strapped and legally. If you young out there, man, find better things to do with your time than being in the streets, because death or jail is certain. Believe that. That's one thing that this shows you. So rest in peace to Deon Kay. I'm sorry that young man to lose his life.
R.I.P. man, for real.
R.I.P. all day.
But I hope that his people and peers learn their lesson behind this. I mean, I'm not saying the kid was a saint. I'm not shitting on his name or saying anything invalid about him as a person.
We don't know nothing about none of that.
Hey, man.
But like I said.
I mean, I don't know if y'all see in the comments, man. My man Jose said, "Fuck us, man."
I see it.
He said, "Fuck all of you."
Jose, fuck you.
Yeah, he trying to get some attention. He can eat a
fuck
dick.
You, Jose.
He watched the show. He went on #1 fans.
Hey, Jose, we can't understand what you be saying out your mouth, Jose.
Yeah, he won the #1 fan.
You know, Jose.
But, like we said, hey, it is what it is. Still, DC police. Fuck your opinion. Give a. Hey, I don't know, man. Just do something different. Try shooting first. God damn. Our next case. I feel like we in court. We in the people's court. We judging motherfuckers. But anyway, our next story is about a Kentucky judge by the name of. Sorry, I just read a little bit of the headline. Dawn Gentry, a Kentucky judge, was removed from the bench for supposedly using sex and coercion as retaliation tools in her judgeship. So she basically was blackmailing motherfuckers to hit the pussy or give sexual favors.
A good motherfucking time. She'll give you a good motherfucking time, yo.
Hey, wait a minute.
Real quick, hold up. Make sure I understand what you said here. I got to make sure I heard this right. The judge was getting people to hit her.
Yeah,
yes.
They was doing some shit in the chambers, man.
Okay, please continue.
Okay, listen. Okay, let me this give some of this story. It says that Gentry retaliated against attorneys and a Keaton County schools employee who didn't support her 2018 election. Attorneys testified that the retaliation trickled down to impact cases that involved children. Gentry sought and had sex with her employees and an attorney. Oh, she was getting in. She said there's other allegations of sexual conversations and coercion over Snapchat and social media. Oh, she in trouble.
Now you better find a picture of her. I gotta see what she look like, dog. I gotta see what she look like.
I got you.
Come on, dog.
She one of them. What's that shit? Tinder.
Mm-hmm. I got to see. But see, my thing is, bro, which one of these bitch ass niggas told on her though? You know, which one of them snitched on her?
Oh man, it seemed like the whole chain. It seemed like everybody that she was basically worked for.
She bad. What's the problem? What the problem is?
Hey, she probably was on Tinder with a gavel and one titty hanging out, and somebody felt like that was a little bit much.
I just want to know what the problem. You see, this the thing, man. Nowadays, everybody's snitching, man.
Hey, it said she got 12 charges against her. This is how the commission ruled. It says coercion to participate in Gentry's judicial campaign, guilty. Retaliation for failure to support the judicial campaign, guilty. Facilities and timesheets falsification, guilty. Retaliation against school employees. Damn, she went at the school system. And proper meetings with guardians. The court appoints to which over someone during cases. Damn, so she was hitting the guardians too for foster. She was hitting the foster parents too.
Hey, man.
Private attorneys who also represented people in cases were not invited to the meetings. Damn. Harassment and retaliation against Catherine Schultz, who Gentry appointed to a panel designed to help children who were abused. Damn. Inappropriate hiring, a relationship with Stephen Penrose, and that must have been Gentry's. Jesus Christ, she got a list. Former church pastor. Oh my God.
Hey, man, hold up, man. Hold up.
Listen, inappropriate hiring and relationship with Stephen Penrose. Penrose is Gentry's former church pastor, employee, bandmate, and alleged sexual partner.
So let me get this right. Let me get this right. I want to understand something. She was making these people do this.
She was blackmailing him. She like, hey, you want to get out that parking ticket? You better come and lick it. You know what I'm saying? She was doing what she had to do. She was like, if you want to.
So you really think all these motherfuckers? Right? You really think all these motherfuckers like, you know? I mean, like they didn't have no choice. Like, I mean,
listen, you got a judge who's sitting here telling you that I'll keep you in my pocket. This is a judge now. I'll keep you in my pocket as long as you stick it to the hot pocket. I think most people in that situation.
I'm trying to understand what the problem is.
Right. I don't think the people that were involved, I damn sure don't think the ex-pastor, church member, band member, basketball coach or whatever, he had a laundry. I don't think he told, but obviously it might have been that. I'm sure it was a woman.
And he probably hated that shit came out.
It was. I'm sure it was a woman.
He got caught up with his band, man.
Man. He was supposed to be a man of the cause, man.
Come on, man. Listen, they try to make this woman look bad, man. This woman was a freak, and she wanted what she wanted.
Hey,
what's wrong with that?
It said, I think Catherine Schultz, because it says she harassment and retaliation against Catherine Schultz. So so that lets you know. So I don't know. I mean, maybe she just got disbarred. I don't know if they didn't say anything about time yet.
Hey, how y'all think she look, man? How you think she look?
She plain Jane. She a plain Jane. Plain Jane.
Listen, I'm telling you, that's a Tinder date.
Plain Jane, white girl. Ain't nothing wrong with her.
Hey, listen, she was on Tinder, butt naked with the robe and the gavel. Hey, and somebody out there that's like, yo, she was butt naked with them titties out in the gavel, and somebody was like, I'm rolling.
That pastor was definitely role playing.
He was
freak anyway. Come on, man.
Yeah, the pastor was definitely role playing.
Here's the thing: she a plain Jane, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that she got that judge robe on, that's even sexier, dog. You know what I'm saying?
A power step. Power makes people sexy.
Power make motherfuckers sexy, dog.
Yes.
I just want to know what the problem is.
I'm just saying, bro. It looked like the problem was somebody just hated on her, bro.
Yeah,
I think her problem was too much power. It just became too much. She basically just fucked her own shit up by taking it too far. Boning the pastor / employee.
Hey man, if you want it, fuck that. You get it
but I'm just saying, blackmail and coercion and all that shit, man. That just seemed like she took that shit.
Man. Hey, she the judge, nigga. She got the power.
Well, guess what? Orange is the new black for this bitch. Orange is the new black for you.
Hey, she gonna fuck around and be the new character on the new orange is the new black guy.
And she might run to prison because if she going that hard, she's an animal. She might get up in there and start break. Because if she a judge and she going to prison, you know, women's prison gonna be rough. They like, oh, you a judge? She probably like, I got that shank on me. Don't think you seen how I was going out there. She probably ill for real. Yeah, she ill.
Yeah, she done fucked her whole career up, though, man.
Fucked her whole career up.
God damn.
God damn.
All that money she was making, all that power she had.
Bro.
All she had to do was find her a nigga out here that just like the fuck.
Hey, listen, but I think, like I said, I think it was the power she wanted to wield over people. So I don't even think it was about who she found sexy. It was that, but it was like, fuck it, I'm just going beast out. Beast, and this was in Kentucky.
Feast mode.
Man, hey, Miss Gentry. I mean, how you live?
You done fucked your opinion.
Yeah, fuck your opinion. It's literal with her. So
hey. She's on the fence, man.
You done fucked your way all the way to the top.
You be like, fuck your opinion. She be like, come on.
Right, fuck your opinion. It's like, hey.
Three motherfuckers want to fuck this shit. Come in my chambers.
Yeah, she's wild. And in the chambers.
Hey, look. And then we tell them, but Your Honor, these gentlemen are married. I don't give a fuck. You want in there now? Come on, all of y'all. I want all you motherfuckers in here. Let's go.
That's definitely one of them Pornhub. I might have to check her. Hey, Don, did we check her up on Pornhub directory? See if she got something. We might need to flash back, or we'll flash back on that. We ain't gonna get into that. Me and Don married men.
That's probably a porn already that didn't happen.
That's probably what she gonna have to do. She probably got a career going forward. Hey, that's She gonna be the judge.
Hey.
Yeah, judge. It's gonna be some shit. She gonna have a robe on and everything. That shit going down, man.
Instead of Judge Judy,
Judge Booty.
Yeah.
Judge Booty.
It's going down in her court.
Hey, it goes down. Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
Oh man.
Hey, but listen, the crazy shit about that is you right though, Don, because this sounds like one of them AMC Lifetime joints that somebody's gonna do a brief docu-series, a movie about this shit. Best believe that. But I said, Judge Gentry, you wilding the fuck out. All right, now let's move on. Just a little sports talk, because we NBA basketball going on right now.
Who played tonight?
It says Boston.
Yeah, Boston
lost. We lost 2-1. Damn, we in it though. We 2-1. Right now, LA Clippers, Denver, 71-53. In sports, if you don't know who John Calipari is, he is we doing Kentucky news today. Every once in a while, it seems like we always have a certain area where we kind of focusing on with our stories. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is by chance. This is not like we're saying, hey, what the fuck is going on in Florida? What's going on in Kentucky? What's going on in Wisconsin? It just comes this way. That's just
let me flip the because I since I didn't pull the Nash shit up, man, I'm gonna play the Stephen A clip right quick. Both of these are going in the same subject matter.
All right, go ahead, Don. Hey, Facebook, we about to get into a clip from Stephen A. Smith speaking on Steve Nash being
YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit.
This is one of the toughest positions that I've ever had to take and in my career on First Take. And here is why. I want to first state that Steve Nash has no coaching experience. When you talk about an outlier, an individual that is just special on so many levels, it is Steve Nash. Not just as a player, but his mentorship to some degree with Steph Curry. The brothers that he has looked out for and supported when Quentin Richardson was his teammate, and he took money off his plate to make sure Quentin Richardson got paid. When he had his man Steven Jackson, his former teammate, his teammate at the time, living with him and took him in and looked out for him.
Never lived with him.
The respect that he has around the league, his smarts, his intelligence, his basketball IQ. Steve Nash is a sensational dude.
Steve set him up for the kill.
If anybody deserves this opportunity, absent the experience.
Set him up for the kill for you.
He seasoned
It is him. It happens to Steve Kerr, who had never coached on any level before, but he took over Golden State, and look at the job that he's done. Steve Nash is widely respected
that was Mark Jackson's
and
team.
Loved by a whole bunch of people in the NBA, black, white, and beyond. Congratulations to him. He deserves it. I get it. But this ain't about him, what I'm about to say. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no way
it's
around
about
it.
him.
This is white privilege. This does not happen for a black man. No experience whatsoever on any level as a coach. And you get the Brooklyn Nets job. I know that Kyrie and KD have both signed off on this. I know they both support this move. But I'm thinking about a champion that is Ty Lue, passed up. I'm thinking about a guy who built the foundation for the Golden State Warriors in
Mark Jackson,
passed up. I'm thinking about the years that Sam Cassell has served as an assistant. First in the nation's capital.
The Wizards better grab him.
And now with the Los Angeles Clippers, passed up. And it's for a guy, my God, one of the best guys you could possibly meet in your life, and may do a fantastic job, but a guy that has no experience whatsoever. In these times where we're making all of this noise about social justice, I got news for y'all, Molly and Max. I have said this to people on numerous occasions right here on this show. Yes, that was the tipping point. George Floyd's killing, his murder, violence against black.
Damn.
That's enough, Stephen.
Yeah.
That's enough. I want to touch on this first, okay? I understand what Stephen A is saying to a degree, because black coaches who are trying to move, for one thing, an NBA job is a very big deal. There's a lot of people that we see as head coaches that we don't know who the fuck they are.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of these guys, black, white, have put in work. I'm talking about crazy amount of work. My man Eric Sproles for the Miami Heat, the shit that he endured to become an NBA coach. Okay, I understand what Stephen A. Smith is saying about the white privilege to a certain degree. Mm-hmm. Because listen, Steve Nash is a special motherfucker. Okay, he was a floor general, meaning he played the point guard. So if the Brooklyn Nets took the chance to hire this brother, they saw something in him. Mm-hmm. Now, to clear something up, because Steven Jackson came and did a post not too long after Stephen Smith did this and cleared this shit up. I was like, look, brother, if you're going to speak on my name, make sure you speaking facts. For one thing, I ain't never lived with no motherfucking Steve Nash.
Carried the shit out of him.
Carried the shit out of him. Like, bro, I never lived with Steve. I lived with Mike Bibby's parents, his mother. I didn't live with no fucking Steve Nash. You know, so I understand what homie's saying to a degree about the, white coach, the white guy getting the head coaching job. Hey, buddy, come on, buddy.
Hey man, we just had a dog. We just had a dog cameo.
The dog going background.
I told you he's gonna photo bomb. He's gonna video bomb you once.
I had my roommates come up through my studio on the phone and shit. Like, hold up, I'm in. Hey, we on ESPN right here. Cut that shit out. I understand what Stephen A. is saying to a degree, man, but I mean, it's still Steve Nash. This is the Steve Nash. A great guy who robbed my man Kobe twice of the MVP, but we're not gonna get into that.
You think that was a white privilege too?
Of course it was. Of course it was. Okay. Yes, by any means necessary. You damn right. We all know what that was about. Steve Nash had a very good year, them couple years, but nowhere near better than Kobe. Come on, bro.
I'm just saying. I mean, you know me. That was that.
Hey, this is another discussion, but I already told you, Kobe, the record was they didn't have a good record.
They didn't have a good record. The first time he had that rape, allegation going on in the Denver. So that's a whole other thing. But
politics in that. That's
politics is usual. Listen, but this is the thing. I mean, as an NBA owner, man, you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Okay.
True. General manager, whatever.
He named some really good brothers, and Tyronn Lue, who I'm sorry, I don't think he's a good head coach. Never have.
Really?
No, hell no. He wasn't a head coach in Cleveland. That was LeBron. LeBron pulled them strings. Come on, man. We all know that.
He was the head coach, man.
He pulled them strings. Listen, when LeBron told Tyronn Lue, go sit the fuck down, or I want this guy signed, I want him playing, they played. Come on, man. He had no backbone. He had no spine.
That ain't true at all, man.
He had no spine. Don knows this.
Nah, that ain't
Mark
true at all.
Jackson, yes. Sam Cassell, yes. Those are guys that could have been up for consideration. However,
what about Alvin Gentry?
Alvin Gentry, but listen, as an NBA owner, you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, that's true.
What you think about that, Gotti? What you think?
I think it's white privilege, man. I think he I mean, for one, he don't have experience. Sam Cassell been putting in that work. Yeah, a chance. And some other guys too. I can't name.
For white guys, I can't name them dudes.
Yeah, I can't name everybody, but I'm just saying, I think Sam Cassell definitely should get a shot, man. And I mean, Alvin Gentry had a bunch of chances. So I mean,
Alvin Gentry.
I wouldn't say he'll.
Man, so
and Mark Jackson to me was.
Listen,
I mean,
another guy.
Who?
But Mark Jackson, from what the presidents and the owners of Golden State said, he didn't play fair with people. He didn't like the
but they wanted to he was a strong figure. That was
right.
They only problem with him was he a religious dude and he was a strong figure. They want somebody to walk. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to do it.
As an NBA owner, you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want to do,
and they have that right. But at the same token, he laid that foundation for Golden State. You know what I'm saying? And
listen,
unfortunately,
if this was any other white dude in the NBA, I would lean more towards understanding the white privilege thing. But bro, we talking about Steve Nash. Steve Nash is about 1% away from being a brother. Okay, I'm sorry, it is what it is. Steve Nash a cool motherfucker. He got game. He know the game. He played
but we'll see. That shit don't necessarily translate to him being a great coach.
No, that shit don't mean nada.
Yeah. So and Steve Kerr, I mean, he just got lucky. The team that he was put.
Man, that was Mark Jackson team, man.
Yeah. I'm just saying he got lucky, and that was a fucking dynasty. So
yeah.
Okay, hey, check this out, fellas. Okay, Sean King. If you need to look him up, not you, Steph, but I'm just saying to our family out there, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Sean King is, he speaks for African American rights and on all kinds of levels, politics, sports, whatever. But he put this number up. He said in 2012, the NBA had 14 black head coaches. Today they have 5 out of 30 teams, barely more than the NFL. He said a mess. So, 5 black coaches out of 30 teams are Doc Rivers, Dwayne Casey with the Pistons, Monty Williams with the Phoenix Suns, Atlanta Hawks have Lloyd Pierce, and J.B. Bickerstaff for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's like I said, it's a lot of lists of black coaches that all played as NBA legends and have great positions as assistant coaches now. And other players, retired players that could have filled those shoes. But hey, I mean, I'm trying to toss up with this because I do identify with what Steph said. This is a business in which you're an owner. If you're an owner of a business, you can choose to do whatever it is you want to do. Now, as far as Steve Nash's case is concerned, if I was Steve Nash, I wouldn't pass up a job because I felt someone who was black was more, deserving than I am. Yeah. I mean, especially if we've known Steve Nash throughout our, our youth, and I've never heard anything bad about Steve Nash. I've never heard anything about as far as anything with, racist or anything. I've never heard of anything. He's a Canadian. He plays soccer. He loves his kids, his wife. He's a stand-up dude from what we know. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Stephen A. Smith, he, like I said, he kind of has a point. But I wouldn't put this squarely and he also says that he wasn't putting it squarely on the shoulders of Steve Nash. He was just saying that he felt like the NBA and the ownership itself, we're going a little bit. What moving the needle on the black coaches, female black coaches, head coaches. I mean, shit, there's women out there that could be head coaches in the NBA and that are coaches in the NBA. But I don't know, man. It's always
we might got to slow that down. Let's slow it down a little bit.
Hey, go ahead. Don't get in trouble with the ladies,
man. Tranquilo, man. Listen, man. Calm that shit down a little bit, man.
Don't get in trouble with the women, Steph. Come on now. Give the ladies a chance.
I don't think.
You don't think a woman can coach on the NBA level?
There's women out there that can coach. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Now, is there I don't know. Is there a black woman out there that could take on a head coaching job right now?
Of course.
For Brooklyn? Probably so. I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't know.
Hold on. Let me share something with y'all right quick, man. It's some notable black assistants that's out there. That's in the mix.
Let me hear.
I'm gonna show you them.
Okay.
Sam Cassell. Of course, we already talked about him.
Amazing.
His name.
Jaron Collins.
No,
assisted with the. I mean, hey,
whatever. He was a bum.
I mean,
he was a bum.
I mean, it don't mean you being a good coach don't mean being a bum means you was
a
bum. Adrian Griffin.
Good dude. He's a good dude. He all right. He's okay.
10 years coaching experience. I'm just saying this. Is
I know. Listen. Okay.
Hey, Jaron Collins, 4 years.
Whatever, man.
Sam Cassell, 13. Well, 9 years.
I'm with Sam all day. I want Sam to be the Wizards coach.
Juwan Howard, even though he a head coach.
Juwan Howard need to be a coach.
Yeah, even though he a head coach. I mean,
college. Ed Pinkney. Wow, I haven't seen that guy in years.
Lloyd Pierce. I'm not sure who this dude is, but
he has a head coaching job for the Atlanta Hawks now.
8 years. Oh, this is actually an older jump, but
I'm on my podcast. What's up, bro? Just yelling through the house. What's up? What's good? Come on and holler at me now. You up here?
Who's that?
Oh my motherfucking goodness! No, I do not, man.
Drag Stack out. Hey, it's real out here, Step. On Fuck Your Opinion, we keeping it really real. Nick Van Exel, bro.
100, man.
Nick Van Exel.
I like Nick. You know, that my man right there, he got a barber shop over here in Maryland, man. Yeah, David Vanderpool. He used to own a barber shop right here in Maryland City, man. Good dude, great coach too. Who that white girl is? Go there.
Great.
It's a lot of.
Tim Hardaway Sr. would be a great hit. Yeah, come on now for the Brooklyn Nets.
So I'm just saying they not. I mean, and they're gonna say, well, we taking a chance with Steve Nash, but I'm saying, man, these guys should get opportunity also, man. You know what I'm saying? But
that dude look like some white privilege, bro. That looks a little.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a dude that always get a job. What's his name? The dude for the Sun that used to be the Suns coach. He the Rockets coach now. He always getting a job.
That nigga always get a coach. He don't teach no defense, and he just still getting. He's what's my man name?
Thibodeau always getting the job.
He was the Lakers coach. I hated him as the Lakers coach.
Oh, Mike Brown. You got some good guys out there.
Damn name, man. That fucking bum. He's a bum. That white dude's a bum.
Who?
The dude he coached the Rockets, man. He's garbage.
You talking about?
He was a center. He was a fucking clown, dog.
What's his name? Steve Nash coach. I can't think of it. I can't think of his name, man.
What the hell is this?
Mike D'Antoni. Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah.
Hey,
they keep recycling him.
And Mike D'Antoni said himself that Steve Nash never, ever, in none of his years coaching or being anywhere near him, ever spoke of coaching a day in his life. Well, I think they just called him up and off from the job.
Some people don't have to. Some people know the game.
It still don't translate. It's like Magic. Magic was a shitty coach. As good as he was as a point guard.
That's just the choice. That's just the chance.
He was a shitty coach and a shitty front office guy. So, you know.
Hey, right. It is what it is.
That shit don't normally translate. So, I mean, hopefully it works out for Steve. I mean, honestly, it ain't going to be that hard. I mean, motherfucker got Kevin Durant. He got Kyrie Irving. Now,
what the fuck you got to do?
Now, one of them motherfuckers going to be hurt. I mean, probably Kyrie Irving. Probably going to be hurt. So, I mean.
My man Greg Denny said, where's Nate McMillan? True.
Yeah.
But Nate also had some chances too, Greg. And he said he is R.J. Barrett, godfather, the one that played for Duke. You asked about who was that one coach. Listen, man. You know, I mean, listen. And the NBA, man, it also is about selling tickets, right?
Yeah.
They don't need nobody. They can put me in that motherfucker. Kevin Durant.
Yeah, they carry that name. And what the team is. Go ahead.
Like now, you can put them with a team that's probably struggling. Put it with OKC or somebody that might not have a good following. But with Brooklyn, they already sold.
Listen, you can put motherfucking Whoopi Goldberg in that motherfucker. Remember the movie she coached it for
Eddie? Was it something with Eddie?
Eddie.
Yeah.
Coach Dawn Gotti Nash.
Hey, check this out. Check this out. Now, and related to this, I don't want to get too far. John Calipari, the head coach for Kentucky, Hall of Fame head coach for Kentucky, produced great championships and great players. He said, I'm white privileged. Even though I grew up the way I grew up, I was still white, which means I had an advantage. I had one pair of tennis shoes, but that didn't matter. I ended up with, he ended a team meeting saying that. I want to know opinions. I guess he wants to open the dialogue about, the indifferences in people. But when you got a coach like John Calipari also stating, and listen, this is not saying he is nowhere near a terrible coach. He's put up the numbers to prove that he's definitely a Hall of Fame coach.
He's got more NBA players than anybody in the fucking history of the game. So
right. So for him to say that he's pushing for minority leadership initiative for more black coaches in the D1 NCAA because everybody knows in college there's plenty of black coaches, but on that level, he's pushing an initiative to bring more minority coaches in, to this level of playing. So I do it like I said for John Calipari to come out and say, I feel like as a head coach I've had chances that other black coaches, assistants, head coaches didn't get. That kind of validates the situation or the story behind what Stephen A. Smith said about Steve Nash. I mean, like I said, put it this way. I'm like, y'all, Steve Nash better show at least in the next 2 to 3 years that he know what the fuck he doing. Or it's going to basically look like he got a job.
Steve Nash ain't got to prove shit. He going to collect that check, be Steve Nash, his cool little self, and who gives a fuck? Get a ball to Durant. Kyrie gonna cross the ball over, do his little motherfucking dribble move, pass it to Durant.
I mean, it's just pretty much a. I mean,
do you think he's strong? What'd you say, Dom? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dom.
I'm just saying, as a win, it's almost like it's made up for him to win, like Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
It's made up for him to win.
You got Kyrie on your team.
But listen, for those two personalities, do you think that Steve Nash has a strong enough personality to get that team and those guys? I mean, because we know the young guys, I forgot LeVert, what's his name? Cassius LeVert and Spencer Dinwiddie. They have enough young guys they're always going to listen, and they showed even in the bubble they have great role players. But to be able to collectively get that and and bring that together and be the glue as a coach, do you think he really has that type of respect and power in the locker room that he'd be able to do that with two players like that?
This is the thing, Dan, real quick because we've been on this for a minute. We all know that this is white privilege to a degree. It might be a very high degree. Who gives a fuck? It is what it is. Steve Nash is the type of dude that is respected by everybody because of how he played. He played with tenacity. He was respectful to the game. He was loved by the game. He loved the game. So players who love the game are going to respect this dude. You know what I mean? So that's all it boils down to, man. I don't think it matters what color he is. It's what type of general, what does your general bring to the table?
Right.
Their general is going to bring the fact that he was one of the smallest guys to play the position, on the court, and he dove for the ball. He
was definitely cerebral. He definitely was a great cerebral player. Yeah, I'm not going. Hey, I won't take that from
when he was so old, and his back was fucked up and legs and shit.
He definitely has basketball IQ. Coach.
He has IQ.
Yeah, he definitely has that, but it's going to have to be proven because Stephen A. Smith made a good point. He did. What it is.
But give Sam Cassell a job.
Damn right.
Give Mark Jackson another job, man.
And you know what's funny? The jobs they're gonna end up with, it'll be the shitty job.
The assistant head coach.
It'll be a shitty team.
Yeah.
where they're not gonna have a chance to win. So
hey, look, the motherfucking Knicks.
Yeah, they put him on one of those teams to get fired after 2 years. I told you.
and then he's gonna bring in actually some good players, and they're gonna build up to be a contention team, and they're gonna be like, hey, you didn't, I mean, shit. Look at Luke Walton. They gave him a shot at the title. So,
but see, Luke was another one, man. Come on.
Hey, but I can't say fuck your opinion, Stephen A. Smith, because I'm riding with my man Steve Nash on this one. I do understand what you mean by white privilege, but the proof is gonna be in the pudding, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's in the pudding, but it's definitely an argument though. But
hey, Don, who that poster is in the back of your your wall back where that guy throwing cocaine in the air?
the same one that's in the new Space Jams is coming out. That poster up there too.
Oh, that's a basketball player back there?
Yeah, that's one of the best on the planet.
Okay.
All right. But like I said, we ain't gonna say fuck your opinion. We go on that one. It is what it is. Stephen A. Smith, we support you. Steve Nash, we support you as well. Yep. On to the next story. All right, now we all, if you didn't watch Taco Tuesday, and you should, if you on fuck your opinion, if you're part of the family on IG, YouTube, Facebook, or we was on Periscope, we was on a whole bunch, we was live from every angle on your ass.
Yeah, we was on Twitch. Like we all
Pornhub. Don't forget about Pornhub.
We was everywhere. So you need the peoples.
Yeah, then we on some underground shit too that I have no clue, but we on the motherfucker. We everywhere.
Yeah. So you need to check us out if you haven't checked us out. But we had a discussion on Tuesday about Black Panther and the passing of great man, great actor Chadwick Boseman. And we had it was a little discussion about. And you know what? Hey, I want to give I always give props to where it is because I think Step. And Mike G was speaking of the whole comic book theme with the sister taking over after T'Challa left. And, it was some posts that I actually seen on social media where people were saying, yo, let's stick to the script and go ahead and give little sis a chance to run with that. So I just want to give a shout out to Step and Mike G because they did call that one yesterday. Tuesday, and when we had our discussion, and it didn't fall on deaf ears. So,
how you doing?
Shout out
Wakanda
forever. But okay. So Omari Hardwick. If you don't know who Omari Hardwick is,
oh shit,
he is formerly known as Ghost.
Which is premiering this weekend, man.
The new joint. I'm watching it too.
Book two, something a Ghost, Book of Ghost 2 or some shit.
I'm watching that shit.
Yeah, Book 2, Ghost, and then don't forget about the draft, man.
Right.
That's why the joint at 10 o'clock.
Okay. The NBA draft.
Y'all need to check us out, man. We're gonna be live for the podcast. For the fantasy draft.
Oh, the NBA draft isn't.
No. The fantasy draft, man.
I'm about to say what the fuck.
Oh yeah, you just said you said the draft. You threw me all off with Dawn speaking on our fantasy draft. If you're into football or sports more than just watching our fucking podcast, which is great and illustrious. But anyway, Omari Hardwick, he got into some. He sent out on Instagram a tribute, is what he would call it, or just sharing a moment, a thought about him and his relationship with the brother Chadwick Boseman. It goes, I didn't have enough time that fateful night to share what I whispered to you, so now I will. I will, wrote Omari Hardwick on Instagram. You said, oh, go claim that award. It has your name on it from the gate. From that moment I met you, I whispered back, thank you, Bose, for being a superhero I knew you were from the moment I met you. Then I quickly added, we still got to do that movie together. And you replied, bet. That was what he put on. And then he said something about his son still rocking a Black Panther outfit that he.
He said, his son's an avid Black Panther fan and he'll never take it all. Listen, a lot of people went ham on this dude, man. I was reading some of the responses, some of the, I guess that's Twitter, right?
That was on Instagram when you posted
so what do you call an Instagram when you come back on an Instagram post? Do they have like a special word for that?
It's just a solid reply.
Okay, well the solid replies, motherfuckers was going all in like Ghost. You done lost your goddamn mind. Listen. I want to say this first and foremost. I got nothing but the utmost respect for Omari. He, for the past couple of years, him playing Ghost, he did a phenomenal fucking job. One of the main reasons why a lot of people watched that joint was because of Ghost, because of Tommy, and because of Kanan, which I named my goddamn dog after. My dog, Kane Corso's named Kanan because he was one of my favorite characters. However, listen, your brother been taking a lot of heat because, one, he's married to a white woman, a beautiful woman at that. Don't give a fuck what color she is. She's a queen. You can get mad and say whatever the fuck you want. It's his wife. He can do what the fuck he want to do. At the end of the day, it's his life. Okay, no matter who you marry, as long as they make you happy, it is what it is. Now,
this the sub shit. This the step. You doing the Stephen A. shit. You doing the Stephen A. shit.
Stephen A. shit. Now listen. in his little comment there, though, a lot of people thought that he was basically making it about himself. I didn't get that.
I didn't think that either.
I didn't get that. I don't get that.
It's like somebody you respect or you fuck with. You'll tell. I didn't think that. I thought I was tripping. I was like,
nah. The whole fact that he, bringing up the fact that my man said, go claim that award because it really has your. that award really belongs to you. I'm gonna go accept it.
What award was this for? That's what I'm confused.
That's a good question, man. I don't know what award show that was for, but Chad had won the award, and I guess what he was basically saying was, I guess the awards was supposed to go to him for playing Ghost, or I don't know. I guess that was it. But
I'm confused at what award show this is even pertaining to, because I know it was in the movie theater. I know when the movie. I know when the movie that appeared
in the same category as a.
It said it was a Golden Globe award.
Okay, I got you. Okay,
but I mean, me personally, I don't know about you guys. I didn't really take anything from what he said to be so fucked up.
I didn't think he said anything fucked up, bro. I thought it was the.
Did you, Dan?
No, I mean, I don't really feel like that was a everybody look at me moment. That was like more of him sharing a moment that he actually had with this man. I don't see him like it don't seem like he's shooting his shot to take his place or put him in a whatever considered pantheon of black actors, because a lot of things that I was reading as far as posts, they were saying like, how are you comparing yourself to Chadwick Boseman, where you paid a drug dealer and he was a superhero?
It looked like Ghost won the award. So he was saying that he said that he, I guess he was saying he won the shit for them, for him. I mean, right. He appreciate him. So like I said, I don't think he said nothing wrong.
Here's the little plot twist, right? They
got it.
What if your man Omari fuck around and end up being the new Black Panther?
Oh man,
he don't want that smoke, man.
He don't want that smoke. But dog, could you see that shit though?
No. I can't see it. I can't see it.
No disrespect, but he too light skinned for that. I don't think that he's.
Hey, my light skinned ass will love every minute of it. I wouldn't give a fuck. My bright ass will love every minute of it because I'll be like, yo, this nigga set this up.
Nah, he can't.
Yeah, the type of roles that Chadwick Boseman played, they held a lot more power as far as his performances and as far as Hollywood's and even the public, obviously, because people are basically calling Omari Hardwick. Said he owned a coffee shop in one movie. He was a drug dealer on Power.
Shit, he was gay in one joint. Remember that joint with Janet Jackson?
Yeah.
Let's time out. Time the fuck out. Let's get something real clear here. There's not a movie out there that Chad did that Omari couldn't have done.
Yeah, he can act. Motherfucker can act.
He's a good actor. But what I'm saying is, the caliber of movie roles that Chadwick Boseman was selecting and he was basically fitted for was a little bit outside of Omari Hardwick's scope. I mean, Omari's
played a villain in a lot of the movies he's played in. He's played more of the villain, gang, drug dealer.
I mean, he was also in Sorry to Bother You, one of the weird Spike Lee film where everybody was using the white voices. So he's always had that edge to play a great character.
Yeah, he can do it.
It's just that what they consider the iconic roles in Hollywood, he never had that as far as Hollywood status. Now, as far as having an iconic role, Ghost is going to be his iconic role. Now, can he take that momentum and move into Hollywood as a big screen, a big draw actor, where they can say, look,
that's what he needs to redeem. That's what we need to see.
That's what we need to see. But like I said, as far as acting in the black community, African Americans in Hollywood, most of them on that level stick together. I mean, Chadwick Boseman, from what I hear, he was a very humble a guy. He didn't put himself on a pedestal of any kind. So I'm sure if he had a conversation with Omari Hardwick, it probably went that way. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. But there's not a question in my mind that them dudes. Right. They fuck with each other,
right?
Chad was an amazing dude. Real quick, I want to ask y'all this before we move on and leave out, because I wonder if Don could find it real quick and we could leave out on it instead of leaving out on the song. Mm-hmm. Did you see the remembrance and basically the farewell goodbye that all the Marvel cast did for Chad?
No.
Toucan?
No, I didn't get a chance to see that.
That shit was dope, bro.
What was it?
It was basically everybody that played on the Avengers basically saying goodbye to Chad and talking about how he and what he did for them and what he brought to the table. Energy.
Hey, hold up right quick though. I got that video, man.
Give the video, Don. Give us the video, Don.
This not that video. This is the video we'll be talking about.
So I just whispered to Chadwick. He and I go way back. Chad actually auditioned me years ago. Y'all don't know that. And I just saw Lawrence, who's a mentor of mine. This room is amazing. You know, it's amazing, and it's a great way to service Dr. King today. I'm so humbled. The 5 C's: Chris Albrecht, Carmi Zlotnick, Mark Canton, certainly last but not least, Courtney Kemp and Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Thank you to my incredible cast, Naturi Naughton, Joseph Shakur, my Ace Boom, Leela Lauren, and the rest of the cast, the incredible crew. Speaking of C's, thank you to my wife and my 2 kids at home. Grandpapa just passed. My uncle did too. I'm very humbled to be here. You know, there's so many people in here that matter to me, from Ava to Michael B to everybody in between, Terrence J. So many people that matter to me. Common, my damn lookalike. I am extremely humbled. I'm humbled that Dr. King kind of taught us all how to dream. And so I'll symbolically use this, as you perfectly coined, as the torch to continue to carry this baton. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not like it's shit that he said to him. So it's like, I mean, I don't get it.
Hey, man.
Right. Listen, people are quick to make judgments. This is a cancel culture. That's what they say. It's a cancel culture.
The same people, though, man. The same people. Remember, I told y'all that talk bad about Chad when he was sick and when he was skinny. You know, they didn't know what the hell was going on, man. So we are living on the internet. We live by the internet. We do our job. We do this because we get our stuff from the internet. Yeah. But just remember this, internet. Fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, listen, people jump, like we say, this is a cancel culture, so people are so quick to jump either on or off a bandwagon without really having all the facts, that when shit comes out, and it always comes out in the wash, then a lot of people got to, you know, take a step back and say, oh, well, I didn't mean that. I was saying this, but I thought it was that. So, you know, like I said, I don't really find anything wrong with what the brother said. He just shared a fond memory in a moment. It's no different than if me and you or any one of us talking and we say, hey, man, remember that time when Steph said this shit and we was all laughing, or when we was talking about going for yours? And so somebody say, well, you ain't the half the man who he is. Who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I didn't see anything disrespectful. Now, if he come up for the next role, if he tries for the next role of the Black Panther, though, I think
if he might get that motherfucker, goddammit. The internet gonna go crazy.
Oh man, it's gonna be ridiculous. I'm with Don. Give it to eat yourself. But anyway, like I said, man, fuck your opinion if you got something to really say bad about.
And what you said the video was?
It was basically all of the Avengers, kind of, you know, saying a farewell to Chad, talking about, you know what he brought, you know, how much they loved him, how much they gonna miss him. I don't really know what it would be under. I would probably say, you know, maybe the Avengers cast sends tribute out to Chad. You know, I mean, I don't know. It had all of them, though. I mean, it had all of them, from Josh Brolin, my man that played the Hulk, my girl, that sexy ass beast that plays the Widow.
They all was talking?
Yeah, they was giving little sections of
little 5-minute little snippets about the, you know,
Chad, man. You know what I'm saying? It was real hard. You know, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna shed a little tear, man, because I love, you know, Chad, man. Like I said, people don't understand, man. He was much more than just the Black Panther, man.
He definitely meant, and what he felt about the Black community wasn't no joke either. You know what I'm saying? He really felt the level. You guys
know this. This is a fact, a fun fact that I didn't know. I mean to cut you off, Dan. Listen, I didn't know this, because you can pull this up too. You might be able to find this easier.
Hold on, I got something that says it's goodbye.
But real quick, before you play that, did you all know that Denzel Washington paid for his schooling?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Did you see that video?
Yeah,
he shouted out Denzel Washington. You know, and that we'll play that one day too, man. Just the words and the things that he spoke about Denzel was just amazing.
And the wildest thing is he studied actually in school in the actual, because he went to Howard, then he went to moved to New York. He actually studied directly under Felicia Rashad. She was the one that actually
she's the one that told him to sponsor him.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really listen and pay attention to his acting career, especially in 21 Bridges, when that brother acting and he getting into his character and he getting on that, you can hear and feel Denzel and that brother and his monologue and his stuff, man.
Hey, it's the best take from the best all the time, bro.
All day, baby. What you got for me, Gotti? Let me see something.
That's it, man.
You didn't get the video?
I got the video.
I
thought you told me.
No, we could.
Man.
Is that it?
Thank you for joining us on Fuck Your Opinion podcast.
Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. We love you.
Everybody we started a little late, but we'd like to thank y'all all for tuning in and join us again on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Go there, subscribe, man. Pick it up.
Listen.
Hey, Steph, is this the video?
I don't know how it started out, Gotti. I don't know if that.
I mean, this them, but it's like it's not them actually talking, but it's them showing messages about him. I mean, that's
this one had them talking, like each one of them had little skips and
See, I see something on here that's actually real. It's long though.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm not sure if that. Yeah, that's on like 38 minutes, but
it might be
before. Is it?
No, I don't think that. That's some shit somebody else put up there with their own music and shit.
Yeah. Because this one had them, talking individually. Like he talked, all of them talk, man. This brother Chad, man, touched so many people's lives, man. Especially his cast members, the people that he acted alongside.
And young black men and women, because he gave a commencement speech at Howard. He got an honorary doctorate. He was big on the community. He was big on a lot of things and cancer. He did a lot of things for cancer as far as charitable things that he did that people didn't know. He did a lot of things for charitable things and like I said, the way he kept it all to him personal, and because he didn't want it to influence or really get into the hearts and minds of people so they can really appreciate his work more than his illness. That's a special brother.
Hey, listen, real quick, because I was reading the comments earlier while we were doing the show, and I didn't read them out loud, and I didn't talk about them. But the first story that we talked about the young brother being killed by the cop, somebody mentioned and somebody commented that they thought one of us, it might have been me, I don't know, was taking the sides of somebody, whether it was a cop or none of us were taking sides on anybody. What I was saying, it's a tragedy that the young brother got shot. However, this goes for everybody.
Everybody.
Black, me, Dan, Don,
anybody.
If you're running
our message goes for
with a gun, you more likely gonna get shot, man. I mean, that's just the laws. I mean, that's how
it's just listen, I understand you right. Listen, you cannot in this climate, as you are saying, take those possibilities of I'm gonna run from or to or away from police.
Away with a gun in your hand.
It don't matter if it's a kitchen knife. If you black,
exactly, a motherfucking butter knife.
If you black and you know you in the wrong, then you need to find better ways to make it right. Because
when they say stop, drop, freeze.
Because the kid ain't even get a chance to freeze. But the best thing for us to do is, like I used to say, we have to take better care of ourselves and our communities, and then leave the police to police our communities in a positive way instead of negative. Because also, not to take anything away from Deon Kay or this young man's tragic death. Remember, there also are tragic deaths that have happened in the city and around the country from violence being perpetrated by young black men that have the DC shooting, Well, you know, the
And
Black Party.
Sometimes that shit don't get nowhere near enough notoriety.
And so, you know, it's a lot of the young black men that are in the streets, are entrenched. I understand their stories. We all hear them. We hear them all. But sometimes we have to dig ourselves out of these trenches, man, and move forward. Because if it's going to be a justified shooting, then there's going to be other unjustified shootings. And you know how it works for us. That one justified shooting is definitely going to take up those 10 other unjustified shootings. So, I mean, like I said, Step said what he said. If you don't agree with it, well, listen.
They're going my damn dog, my attack dog.
Yeah, as soon as I said you ain't got to agree with it, the attack dogs went on. But like I said, thank you once again for joining us, man. Facebook,
I think I got it, man.
Instagram. Everybody, thank you for joining me and the fellas every Thursday. Check it out on Taco Tuesday. Please subscribe to our page, share our story with your friends, families, and loved ones, and stay entertained because we're going to keep you there. We're going to keep you on point. And join us. As always, my man, Tech Guy, Don Gotti Nash, has made it possible for people to join in. If you want to share your opinion, sit in on an episode and briefly and give us a little take on how you feel about the subject, you're more than welcome.
Hey, next Tuesday, we got a special guest coming in the studio, up-and-coming artist from out of the area, Laurel area, I believe Laurel, Maryland area. Make sure you check us out on Tuesday. I'm going to be in the studio live with our guests playing some music. Listen, any up-and-coming artists, any up-and-coming any musician trying to do music, whatever, man, poetry, whatever the fuck, man, get with us, man.
Yo, if you got talent or you know someone that got talent, come on, man, bring it on here. Fuck
or you can just be one of these motherfuckers that think you special. You really ain't.
Hey, you right. We're giving you a chance. We say we're giving you a chance to
make it happen.
We're giving you a chance too. So
everybody want to be a star. Some motherfucker.
Yeah. We give you a platform.
Yeah, I think this is it. Yep, I think this is it.
Like I said, man, this guy touched a lot of people, and he had a purpose, and he served his purpose. He did what he's supposed to do. That's for damn sure.
It was Chadwick Boseman's performance in 42 that really made us take a second look. There is such an honor and dignity to the way that he played Jackie Robinson that we knew we needed for the character of T'Challa, the Prince of Wakanda.
Chadwick is an amazing actor we thought would fit perfectly with the MCU.
Black Panther himself, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chadwick Boseman.
Yes, sir. Look at that.
Chadwick, you know, he has a lot of depth. It was amazing as an audience member to look into his eyes and see what's going on.
We must find a way to look after one another as if we were one single tribe.
A lot of the things about the character are also true about Chad. He's very knowledgeable. He's an athlete, martial artist. He's had a lot of experience playing roles that come with a lot of weight, So I think he has a person, he has a guy, has a lot of weight to him. I think he brings all of that stuff to the role, but not to mention that he's incredibly gifted as an actor and as a performer, and also as a storyteller in his own right.
I am not king of all people. I am king of Wakanda. And it is my responsibility to make sure our people are safe.
Because he is so prepared as an actor, and because his character is sort of flawless on set, it forced the other actors who had scenes with him to kind of raise their game and go, okay, this guy's not taking anything for granted. He's really leaving it all out there. So we have to keep up with him.
What doesn't Chadwick bring to the character? I mean, he's regal and grounded, there's gravitas to it. So all of this leads his T'Challa, and I think he wore the crown with dignity.
Bombay!
I've known him since I was about like 17, so I've known him for a really long time. Back in New York, he did the work, obviously. I just think he did an incredible job being true to the character.
a great time. With Chadwick, just warmth and camaraderie came into it, of course, with a great deal of respect for his previous work. So when I looked at him with proud eyes, you know, they were as mother and also as comrade and colleague and Angela. This is your time to be king.
I mean, Chadwick is just a powerhouse. He really is so talented. Every single movie he's made. There's kind of this internal, almost nobility.
The Black Panther has been the protector of Wakanda for generations.
He's such a soulful actor.
Hey, baby.
So
Hey,
professional,
baby.
so present.
Scarlett
Really gives
Johansson, baby.
so much to the other person.
Can you believe she's
awesome.
married
His
to the
presence on
kid
set,
from
I think, makes
Saturday
it
Night Live?
raises the stakes a little bit for everybody.
Chadwick
I know you ain't in it. You gotta get your caught up.
Smart,
You missed your window,
dynamic
Seth.
guy,
Close.
and I think he was not overwhelmed, but very surprised and somewhat taken aback by the amount of love. It ceased to become just about how well he inhabited the role and all that stuff. It's become part of our culture just as a symbol.
This welcome is one of the most amazing things I've ever experienced.
It's fun to watch just what it means to people. At times, in my head, I'll be like, well, what does this do for the world? Like, actually, what is it? You know, is it actually valuable in this climate? And I have to say, yes, it actually is.
I do, man. Miss this guy,
it makes
man.
people escape. I think when done right, it gives people hope. I found that it means a lot.
Yes, indeed.
Wakanda forever. Hey, yo, let me tell you some wild shit.
That's the official Marvel tribute to
Let me tell you some
Chadwick
wild shit.
Boseman that
Ponder,
aired on
dog.
ABC last night and then was subsequent.
What's up?
You know they showed his movie on regular TV commercial free too. They showed the whole Black Panther on ABC with no commercials.
Get the fuck out of here, really?
I swear, no bullshit. What person you know got that type of power? They get a whole goddamn show, hour and a half, almost 2-hour movie on ABC with no commercials. No commercials. I had it on every TV in my motherfucking house.
Hey man, like I said, man, I've been telling people for the past couple of days, man, this dude, you know, was much more than just Black Panther, man. He did some shit. Every movie he touched was fire.
Yeah, he brought Black experience back to Hollywood.
Highest grossing Marvel movie to this day.
Yeah, like I said, man, and like I said,
shit.
he definitely brought the value of the African American dollar back to the movie theaters with that one. Like I said, if that's it, fellas, hey, thank you for tuning in to Fuck Your Opinion with me, Toucan Dan,
Dawn Gotti Nash,
Step Lover, Wakanda forever.
Wakanda for motherfucking ever, and fuck your opinion forever too, because we ain't going nowhere. We gonna build it up. We gonna show you a little something. So stick in, because we got more to come, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, like I said, subscribe to them pages, man. You see us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe, tell your friends, family members, watch. And like Steph said, if you got talent or you think you got talent, bring it on here so we can either tell you fuck your opinion or you can blow us out the water.
Peace.